Hey everyone, Mikeycat here. So what are we doing today? Now we're going to take a quick little day hike out here at the Stemler Woods near Millstadt, Illinois, southern Illinois region. So not too many cars out in the parking lot. It's about 4 around here. So yeah, go check it out. Get all your nature preserve signs, footwear cleaning. The Homer F. Stemler Memorial Walking Trail, completed in 2006. So he was an outdoorsman and basically donated funds to the Illinois Conservation Foundation to support development of this trail after his death. So Stemler Cave Woods, formerly dedicated as a sanctuary for native plants and animals. It's got a mix of different types of forest, white, black, and red oak and hickory, and karst to topography, including sinkholes. We may come across one today. Some of the different species you might find around here: salamanders, frogs. You've got sinkholes and whatnot. Karst is a geological term, describes a landscape underlain by soluble rocks, usually limestone. So you get a lot of sinkholes, caves, and springs in this area. you can tell that this trail is pretty well used. A lot of locals come around here and people from other areas around too. Yeah, it's fun in the wintertime. See a lot more out here. Sinkholes. So down the hill, we've gone down there before. There is a sinkhole. There's like the underground cave down there. It's about a 60-foot drop, I think. I'm not going in it. I don't have any rope. So yeah, when we come to that fork, you can go left or right. I'm just going right now. Kind of takes you a long way around, outer loops. Stay to the left, you come up to a big sinkhole. It's not too far off the trail on one of the little side trails that come off. But there were a bunch of people over there talking and had a dog, so I decided to go this way for now, social distance. Just crossed a gentleman and his grandson out here. He said they ran across about 10 people and about 4 or 5 dogs out here so far. A busy day compared to most. So Stemler Cave Biodiversity. Yep. The weather's definitely beautiful out here. So 3 in the afternoon, it'll get dark about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So got a ways to hike still. And gonna be coming up to a little bit of change in the forest, and so it'll be fun. Alrighty, so you got your first area here. A bunch of squirrels and junk mobbing around over there. So you got your outer loops starting around here. Fire and landscape. So they do some fire burns out here every once in a while. So yeah, we're just going down here on the loop, and staying on the inner one for now. I've been on the outer one once. It's a little more prairie and grassy kind of out there from what I remember. This one's kind of just around the border of the woods I'm on. We're back near the other part of the loop. The prairie grass. So those outer loops have a lot more grassy area to them. Now I think there's 1 or 2 loops out there you can do. But and just keep on going the way we're going and head on back through the woods. Came off trail a little bit, so I saw down here way off the side in between the inner loop there's a big sinkhole area down there with a bunch of water in it. It's kind of like a pond. There's several of those out this way. This is kind of neat. So it's amazing how much the woods open up and the leaf canopy's gone. A lot more stuff to view around here. I've run across a few people so far. Surprisingly busy, man. Just look at how big that tree is. That's a good size oak. Whew. That surely made a good sound when it came coming down. Another one of those forks in the road. So, without looking at a map, I'm not sure where the one on the right goes. It goes out somewhere. I typically just take the one on the left and kind of come back. You can see our old familiar friend on the tree. It says out that way for the people that are walking the other direction. prairie grass here along the sides. A little weedy, a little trodden. It's like something, animals or whatnot must be living out in that at night. Stay warm and whatnot. I can't imagine people doing that much of that. Probably a bunch of deer, coyotes or something out there staying warm. So that loop we recently came upon, I think this is the egress of it. So it loops back into the trail. Another little sign here saying out this way. So you got a park bench coming up here. Upland forest. So Illinois once contained 12 million acres of forest. Today about 4 million acres remain. But they're all not the same. So part of Stemler Cave Woods contains a grade A forest, highest quality in Illinois. Yeah, take that. Yeah, you can see here off the side of the trail, hills go down into a little valley down there. There's some rocks down in there. Yeah, a lot of hilliness around here. Trail marker showing you to go off to the left, so that'll take you back. If you go straight, that just kind of goes off somewhere. And some people coming from the other side, but yep, see you stay to the left. So I'm gonna detour here. We're gonna go off to the right and check this out. So I ran across a nice couple who told me this kind of winds around a little bit and then it straightens up. You can get a vantage point. And the trail just kept going and going and going. So they turned around and came back, but this would be my first time venturing on this little portion of it. So yeah, if you were at that T intersection, that would be the one off to the right. If you came in the other way from the original loop, I guess you'd eventually just be going straight instead of turning right, so if that makes sense. But yeah, that's the fun part. Wow. This keeps going and going and going, man. Check out that tree. I I got hit by lightning. All burnt up. Got a little needle hole in it. It's like a big old needle. Eat your heart out, Ralph Waldo Emerson. This is definitely the road less traveled. Oh, wow. So this just came back out onto a trail. Kind of tees in. It might be one of those outer loops. Over there in the distance is the house as people were telling me about. Pretty big sized. 2-3 story house. Illinois Nature Preserve, where everything is protected by law except for the citizens' rights and their taxes. Whew. So that way looks a bit brushy and a little bit like a dead end. So I'm gonna go that way. Maybe you could, but I'm gonna head on back towards civilization. But the house over there looks kind of neat. It's got a pasture, nice little wooden fence, and nice area out here in the country. It's got to be peaceful to live next to all this. So heading on back off of that spur we came on, and we're gonna head back to the four-way intersection. One important thing to always remember when you're out in the woods: keep track of time, especially in the winter when it gets dark early. You don't want to be out too late. I do have a headlamp and everything, but I'd rather not have to use it out here. So figure I got another half an hour, hour max of daylight, but I'll get some time to head back to the main part of the trail, check out the big sinkhole, and get back to the parking lot. Started out pretty late. Yeah, not a early bird when it comes to hiking. Here we are at our favorite scorched tree. This little section definitely has a lot more hills than some of the rest of the trails. There's several more trees out here look burned. So this might actually be part of a prescribed burn as opposed to lightning. Let's burn off some of the dead stuff. Oh man, got a nice vine there on that tree. Used to love swinging on those things as a kid. It'd be like Tarzan. I'm coming back on this little side trail. I just noticed another spring sinkhole. Now a lot of times in the summer these things will be dried up. Wintertime like this, a little more precipitation, these things fill up pretty well. They don't dry out either. So yeah, when we get to the really big one, I'll be curious to see how full it is. Off trail a little bit here. Get a closer look at the water in one of these guys. A lot of leaves, a bit murky. But yeah, a nice little hill right there that came off of. Man, check out this gnarly looking tree. That thing is just got character to it. I see a trail marker. And here we are. Back where I diverted the trail from. I see some hikers coming from that way. So there's that little dead end thing, and we're gonna go where the arrow tells us, back towards the main parking lot. So if you wouldn't have veered off of that trail back yonder, and you would have stayed doing the regular loop, you would have just done a little left-hand turn, and all of these old trail markers, you'd be on this little section. I believe we're getting close. So if you go to the left, you're gonna go back towards the parking lot. Maybe you're off here to the right. You get to go towards one of the sinkholes. See, the groundwater system becomes plugged with soil. Yeah. Ooh, that is a deep one. Look at that. You would not want to fall down in that. There would be no way you'd come out of that thing. Not unless you had a big rope with you ahead of time. Wow. Man, look at that. That's almost like the crater that killed off the dinosaurs, man. That sucker is deep. It would definitely swallow up a house. Yeah, the little trail just kind of loops around this a little bit. Tiny little animal path looking trail, but it's amazing. You can just look at the way those trees are just barely hanging on. Wow. And then right back here to the trail again. Going back to the right. Since we're going counterclockwise on this trail. And here we are where we just detoured to the sinkhole. Like I said before, we head here to the left. Just passed another gentleman out here. See, he's got two of his dogs running around out here. So hopefully I won't have any encounters with them. They said they'll bark and run around you and stuff, but said they don't bite. That's the good part. So hopefully we'll get lucky. Well, the two dogs just ran past me, so they just kept running. There's a golden one and a black one. It wasn't too bad. Well, I think they're running out just to play. So here we are back at the main Y that forms the main loop. So I say just stay here to the right and that'll take you back towards the parking lot. And we'll go a little ways and see you there. So yeah, doing a little battery swap out here. I've got my tiny little bag and trying to get everything taken care of. So got a few goodies in there, some photography, a little GPS, and bear mace, water, a little seat, a little extra food if I ever need it. So yep, it's always good to carry a little something with you when you go out in the woods because you never know. Still have not seen a single persimmon out here today. One of our native fruits. Ripens about this time of year, November, December. You sure hear the farmer tractors out here. It's that time of year. Well, everyone, looks like we're back here at the entrance sign. Go a little bit more and back to the parking lot. Yeah, everybody, we're nearing the end here. So if you like what you've seen, feel free to check it out. It's the Homer Stemler, S-T-E-M-L-E-R, Nature Preserve, between like Millstadt and Columbia, Illinois. Probably a little closer to Millstadt. But it's a nice little walk. Fairly popular with the locals, and yeah, just regular woods. But if you like what you've seen, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to see you again out in the woods. Thanks for watching.